The software will start automatically, playing the default user's schedule. Pressing Escape on the keyboard takes you into the engineering screen. Once in the engineering screen, you can click Scheduler to edit the schedules and playlists on the system. Users allows you to create new user accounts or swipe cards on the system. From Edit, you can create new themes on the system or edit existing ones. Clicking Check Update will check for software updates and install them if available. Clicking the Store button allows you to access the sharing store where you can download themes shared by our other customers. Import Media allows you to add your own pictures, videos and sounds to the system. The Exit button closes the software and returns to Windows. The Shutdown button shuts down the computer. And the Restart button will restart the computer. At the top of the screen, you can see which user you are currently logged on as. When the system starts, you are automatically logged in to the default user. Click the Back button to leave the engineering screens and return to the interactive software. Now we will look more in depth at the scheduler screen. The right hand side of the screen shows the themes that are currently in the playlist. You can change the order that the themes are played by clicking on them and using the up and down buttons to send the theme up or down the playlist. You can change the amount of time a theme is played for by editing the theme duration at the bottom of the screen, and set the colour of the mood lighting using the Set Room Colour button at the bottom of the screen. If you want to remove a theme from the schedule, click on it and then click the Remove button. This only removes the theme from the schedule, it does not delete it from the system. Clicking on the Available Themes drop-down list in the top left-hand corner of the screen shows you all the different theme categories that are on the system. When you click on a category, such as Image Painter, you are given a list of all the available themes in that category. Each theme has an interactive preview so you can decide if you like the theme before you add it to the schedule. When you've found a theme you want to add to the schedule, just click the Add button. This puts the theme at the bottom of the schedule. You can move it up using the Up button and change the theme duration using the theme duration setting at the bottom of the screen. Just repeat the process to add more themes to the schedule. There is no limit to the number of themes you can put into a schedule. If you would like to play a single theme continuously rather than using the schedule, you can do this by selecting the theme and then clicking the Instant Play button. This will play that same theme over and over again until you press Escape on the keyboard to return to the engineering screen. Now we will take a more in-depth look at the users screen. From here you can see a list of all the users currently set up on the system. At the moment we only have one user on the system. We can add another by clicking the Add New button and then typing in a username. Now we can assign a swipe card to the user, which we do by simply swiping a blank card through the swipe card reader. If you don't want to swipe a card, just press Return on the keyboard to skip that option. Using swipe cards is the quickest and easiest way to switch between your schedules. With cards assigned to users, all you need to do is swipe the card to switch between schedules. You can delete a user by clicking on their name and then clicking the Remove button. Each user you create on the system gets their own unique schedule. If you don't have swipe cards assigned to users, you can switch user by clicking on their name. As you can see at the top of the screen, the current user is now changed to user 2. If a user ever loses their swipe card, you can assign them a new one just by clicking the Update Card button and swiping the new card. You can use the Notes feature to store any information related to that user. If you have a printer attached to the machine, you can also print the notes. Now, with user 2 still selected, if we go back to the scheduler screen, we can see this user has a completely blank schedule. Now we can start populating this user's schedule by finding the themes in the available themes list and clicking the Add button. Now we will look at the editing screens and show you how to edit the themes that are already on the system or to create your own. From the edit screen, you can add a new theme, edit an existing theme, remove a theme, or rename one. First, we'll look at editing a theme. To do this, find the theme in the list and then click the Edit button. Once you've clicked Edit, confirm the theme type, in this case Splat, and click Next. Now we could change the background image that makes up the theme. You can choose from any of the available image categories on the system. There are around 1,000 images to choose from. The next option lets us change the object that we're splatting. In this case, we'll leave it at splatting balloons. And finally, we can change the music that the theme plays. There are around 300 sound effects to choose from. Once we've chosen the sound effect that we want to play, we can either choose to share the theme with the sharing store, or we can export the theme so that we can later import it onto another machine. We can choose to save the theme, which will overwrite the theme and save our changes, or choose Save As to create a new theme and keep the original. Now we'll create a new theme by clicking the Add New button and then choose the theme type that we want to create. In this case, we'll make a fireworks theme. Give the theme a name. As you can see, we get an interactive preview in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. Now we can choose a background image or video for our theme. And finally, choose some background music to play. And then save the theme. Once you've created a theme, you can add it to a schedule. If we go back to the scheduler screen and look in the fireworks category, we should see the theme that we've just made. The next theme that we'll create will be a particles theme. Give the theme a name. Choose a background image or video. Now we can customize the effect by choosing the type of particle that will be displayed, whether it's stars, flowers, or birds. You can then customize the effect further by choosing what you want the particle to do when it appears. Test it using the interactive preview in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. Once you're happy with the theme you've created, just click Next. If you don't want to choose a sound effect or music to play, then select the blank option at the top of the list. Then click Save. Next, we'll look at creating a Hotspots theme. The Hotspots theme allows you to create a theme with interactive areas. When one of those areas is interacted with, either a sound can play, a video can pop up, or it can display a picture. Give the theme a name and choose a background image. We will use a picture of the solar system. The first thing we need to do is choose the number of hotspots that we want. In this case, we'll pick 3. Next, we have to define the interactive area. If you make a mistake, you can remove a square by right-clicking on it. Once we've set up the first area, we need to decide what will happen when a user interacts with it. In this case, we'll have a picture pop up. Now in the preview you can test that when you interact with the sun, another picture of the sun pops up. Next we have to configure the touch mode so that we can define how the effect ends. In this case, stop on touch. So to make the picture of the sun disappear, the user will have to interact with the sun again. Then we can click Next to configure the second hotspot. In this case, we'll draw an interactive area around Pluto and add a label so that when a user triggers Pluto, a text box appears. Now we can move on to our third and final hotspot, which will be an area of empty space. When a user triggers this hotspot, we want a sound effect to play. That completes the theme, and now we can test it using the preview window. When we're happy, click Next. And if you want to, choose some background music. In this case, I'm not going to pick any music because there are sound effects in the theme. Next, we'll create a questions theme. Give the theme a name. I'm not going to pick a background image here because I want to put background images into the questions. Now the first thing to do here is choose the number of questions that we want in our theme. You can use pictures and sounds to help make up the questions. Click in the question box and then type in the question. Next, we can choose a background picture that is specific to this question and also a sound effect to play. Now we can type in the possible answers. You can have 2, 3 or 4 possible answers. Once you've typed in all the possible answers, make sure you highlight the correct answer for the question. Now we can move on to the second question by clicking Next at the top of the screen and then type in the second question. Choose a picture and then a sound to go with the picture. Now we can enter the possible answers. Making sure we select the correct answer at the end. Now we can use the interactive preview to play the question. Click Next, and then if we want to, we can select some background music to play over the whole theme. The last theme I'll show you how to create will be a splat theme. Choose the theme type and then click Next. Give the theme a name. Choose a background image. Now we can choose the effect we want to splat. We can choose from existing effects, or we can select our own by choosing Custom. I'll show you how to add images to this custom list later in the video. Custom images can be used in the splat, scatter and retract themes. Once you've finished, click Next and then choose background music. Next we'll look at the sharing store. From here you can see themes that other users have shared. The store works on a credit-based system. Downloading a theme costs you 1 credit, sharing a theme gives you 2 credits. Choose the type of theme that you want to download. Pick a theme from the list. A preview of the theme is displayed, and then you can click the Download Theme button. This adds the theme to your system and it's ready to be used in a schedule. Now we're going to look at adding our own images, sounds and videos to the system. From the import screen you can add sounds. You can use the image cutout feature to add your own splat and scatter effects. Import your own images by clicking Import Images. Use the image split feature to cut up widescreen images to be used on multiple surfaces. You can add YouTube videos to the backgrounds of your themes. Import your own videos using the Import Videos button. And you can import themes that have been exported from another machine. To import a sound, simply browse for the sound file, click Open, and give the sound a name. The software then imports the sound into the system and it's ready to be used in a theme. You can import images in the same way. Just click the Import Images button, browse for the image, click Open, and then give the image a name. Images that you've imported can be found in the Imported Image category when creating a theme. Next we'll import a video. Just click Import Videos, browse for the video, click Open and give it a name. The software converts the video, so sometimes importing a video can take time. To import a theme that you've created on another system or on the editor version of the software, just click Import Theme, browse for the file and click Open. This imports the theme onto the system and it's ready to be used. Next we're going to look at adding YouTube videos. When you're using the YouTube feature, you do need a permanent internet connection. Search for the video that you want to use. Start to play the video. Then click Save. Give the video a name. And it's ready to be used. To cut out an image to be used on a splat, scatter or retract theme, click Image Cutout. Browse for the image that you want to use. Name the image. Now we can cut out a portion of the image that we want to use. You can select the portion of image you want to use using a square, a circle, or freehand. Once you've finished, click Save. The image is then saved in the Cutout section and is available to use on Splat, Scatter and Retract themes as an effect type. If you have a system using many projectors, then you'll notice there is a Blender option on your screen. This allows you to piece together multiple themes and create content across many projectors. Click the Add New button and give the blend a name. You'll then be shown a plan layout of your projectors. In this case, a left projector, middle projector and right projector. Select a theme from the list on the left and click to add that theme to the blend. You can put a different theme on each projector. If two themes with the same configuration, for example flying birds, are positioned next to each other, then the effect will continue across both projectors, creating a seamless effect. Tick the Play Sound button above the theme that you want to hear the music from. Then click Save. You can now add the blend to a schedule just like you would a normal theme. Next we'll look at the Image Split feature. Image Split allows you to take a widescreen image and cut it up so that you can create wraparound content for multiple projectors. Select an image and give it a name. Then you can choose how many pieces you want to cut the image up into. In this case, 1, 2 or 3 pieces. When you've chosen the number of pieces, use the arrows to position the box, click Save, and this will cut out the image. The images can then be found in the Splits category to be used for creating themes. Now we will create 2 themes using the images we've just split and put them into a blend. We're going to create a particles theme, give it a name like normal. Now when choosing the background image, we'll go into the Splits category and find the desert picture we've just cut up and take the first of the 2 images. Choose our effect type, in this case birds, and set them to fly to the left. Click Next and choose some background music. Now that we've created the first theme for the blend, we'll repeat the process and create the second theme. This theme is going to have the same settings as the previous one, so again a particles theme, and choose the second image that we've split. You have to make the effect type match the first theme that we've made, so again this will be birds and they'll be told to fly to the left. Save the theme. And now we can put those 2 themes together in a blend by creating a new blend. Add them to the blend by finding the themes in the list and clicking on the appropriate projector we want to add them to, so in this case the left and the middle. And as you can see from the preview, the picture will span across the 2 projectors. We can leave the third projector blank or add a theme to it. In this case we'll just leave it blank. This concludes the training video. Thanks for watching.